The markets rallied off of the vaccine news recently, but what we're seeing is money come out of those stay-at-home trades. Now, where's that money going? Well, I have an interesting opportunity and a stock that you're not going to want to miss, and we'll cover it here in a second. My name is Joshua Bellinger, and this is Follow the Money. We're going to look at IGT today, and today we saw some very strong call buying in this specific name. Now, people buy calls for one reason, because they think prices are going to go higher. So we take a look here at the chart, and this has rallied from the 29th and got a little bit of a pullback here and has rallied all the way up to $12.67. I would have to say, if I were to chase this, well, if I had to buy this right now, I would say I'm chasing it a little bit. But what we're seeing is some money pile into the name here, and I'm going to give you exactly what's going on and the best way that I would trade it. So, right here we had this, kind of sell off here. We get this bounce, this V bounce. And if we look previously, 1491 all the way to the left was the high before that Corona crash. So right now they're very bullish. What we're seeing in the option market here, and we'll take a look here. We'll take a look at that trade tab. So the December contract is where we see that activity. And they're coming in here and they're buying these at 40 cents. Yesterday, they were actually coming in here and they're buying the December 13. So this is why it's interesting. We're starting to see some money come in here. So those positions, if we take a look back at that chart, so they're up a little bit on that position from yesterday, and they could be, they're adding to this position, or someone establishing a new position, or they're using both strikes. That's interesting because now we have money in here from yesterday. We have 2 days of activity, 2 days of buying. So we have that and we have today's buying. So they're coming in here and they're buying it for 40 cents. And if you look at some of the other contracts, there's not too much action there. So what they're looking for in the next 29 days are for prices to go higher. And they're not looking for it specifically in 29 days. It's in 29 days they think it's going to happen, but they're looking for it to happen within the next several days to a couple weeks. So 2 weeks, probably the most. So like I said, it's a little bit hard to chase this name specifically, just to buy calls here, especially with a delta of 30, which means that there is a 30% chance that this is profitable in the next, that this closes 1 cent in the money in the next 29 days. So it's a 70% probability that these expire worthless. Should have said it better the first time. 70% chance of closing or expiring worthless in the next 29 days. So keeping that in mind, we're going to need a big pop. It's already rallied a little bit here. So this is a name that I would look for on a little bit of a pullback, or kind of a structured trade. You could look to do a 13-14 spread, or something that we've talked about is to do a calendar. So the calendar would look like this. We sell that 14, and then we would buy that January 14 call here, and we do that for 35 cents. We do it exactly in that cost for premium within the next 29 days, but then we're long this strategy, we're long the next 57 days, which I think pans out a little bit better than the next 29 days. We let probabilities work in our favor. We sell options. We sell that volatility here at 63. We buy the 64 here overall. And to me, that this is a little bit more, provides a little bit more time and is a little bit more structured. So this is where sometimes knowing where money's flowing, but also creating a better probability of success or a better chance of making money is having somebody like myself with experience kind of position that as well. So knowing where money's going is one thing, but how to make money from that, it's just a signal. Because when they put money down like this, they're not looking to stop out. It's either a sure bet, they're going to make money, or this is what they're going to lose. So this is how I would trade IGT. So I'll see you in the next video. And again, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another episode of Follow the Money.